that in this situation, for this building pad, the cut is 0, because I'm going above, right? It's a building pad, and the fill is 38.55. So that's how much fill I have to bring in. But say this was something that I wanted to balance, you know, like we did with our cut and fills with our roads. Well, say I can see 3, this is 3 feet, and then I could say, let's move the pitch line down 3 feet and see what the cut and fill is. So I go down 3 feet, and you can see what it looks like now. Now the cut is just a little bit, there's a little bit of cut here, but it's still 1,775 fill. So let's bring it down a little more. I'll say 2 feet over here, and I'll say go down again. So I went down 2 feet, now my cut is 142 and my fill is still a little bit. So the balance I have to bring in is 654. But if I'm aiming to get 0, right, approximately 0, like we did on the roads, you know, I'd be playing around with this. I'll go down another 2 feet, now I have my cut. Now in this case, my cut is more than my fill. So I have to turn around and go up. So I go 1 foot, say, and I'll go up. And now it's 137. But in all this wasting time, if I wanted to get it to 0, I could just click this, and this will do it in one shot. Okay, so right over here, instead of going up and down, I can just click this and say I want to go to 0, hit OK, and now my cut and fill is 0.11, which is as close as it's going to get. Okay, so this, if I take a look at this, okay, this is balanced. So you can see this building pad is a little bit below the surface here and above the surface here. So the cut and fill would be 0. Okay, so this is just a nice little tool that comes with for grading. Okay. Here's another one. Let me just see it. That's a few days. Okay, so here's that pond. Same deal. We just go to this grading tool, and this one here is it has a cut of 837. Okay, so it's a little low. So I'm just going to go, instead of playing around with this thing, I'm just going to go right to here and say set it to 0. Now it's changed the height of the feature line, so now the net fill is 0. Okay, the cut and the fill are around the same.
Pretty.
So let's look at what it looks like now.
Too close.
The pond still looks approximately the same, except I think it went up a little bit. So how I can see is I can just go to the display order and remember, I don't know if you remember what the elevation of this feature line was when we started. It was 168. And now if I go to all elevation editor, it's now at 168.52. So in order to change this pond so it had a 0 cut and fill, it lifted this up 0.52 feet, and now it's at 0 cut and fill. So if you want to balance, you know, when we were doing the roads, you had to keep, you know, playing with the profile. Here you can just use this one tool. Okay, so let me just look at some of the tools. This one. Here's volume analysis. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. So this is a really good one as well. Okay. If I go to volume dashboard, okay, so here's the 2 tools we're using with grading volume. If you have grading, here's a volume dashboard. So right here, I'll go and I'll select this little symbol right here. Oops, this one right here maybe. And right here it says, give me a name for this calculation. I'll just call it EW for earthworks. And now it says, what's the base surface? So the base surface is going to be EG, let's say, existing ground. And the comparison surface would be the completed thing. So in this case, it would be, say, the composite surface, the whole parking lot and everything else combined. Okay, now, so I'm comparing EG and composite surface. Hit OK, and there it tells me the cut and fill. Okay, so this is a standard question that they always have on the certification for Civil 3D. They, you know, because a lot of people don't get into this. Okay, so you do the earthwork calculation, and it tells me I'm going to have to bring in that much fill and that much cut, and it just shows you the balance right away. So again, if you want to see how much again, this is a big deal, right? When you're doing the parking lot, you have to know how much fill to bring in. And again, if I wanted to, at this point, if I built the parking lot the same way we built our parking lot last week, I could lower the feature line, right? And then it's going to lower everything, and I can reduce it. You won't do the 0 balancing like what we did with this other grading thing, but it's quite valuable. Okay, so let me just go another one. Again, we're just going through a bunch of tools. Oh, I don't like this one. So I'm gonna skip this one. Okay, so here, here's, oh, right, I remember this. Okay. So, okay, same deal. I'm gonna go to the volume dashboard, and I'm gonna say, add a surface. I'll call it EW again for earthworks, and my base surface will be the existing ground, usual, and the comparison surface will be this whole subdivision. Okay, so this is subdivision. Okay, this is 50 houses, and in one shot, I now know how much fill I'm gonna have to bring in. But that's still not that good. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna select this, and I'm gonna go over here and say add another bounded volume. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here, and now it says select the bounded volume. I'm gonna go to this first one over here and select this parcel. Okay, and it's added it. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna say add another bound. I'm gonna do it 3 times, okay? Add a bounded volume, let's see that. And I'm gonna go to parcel 2. Okay, and now I'm gonna do it again. So you can see that you can do this for everything, right? And now I'm gonna select these 3. And so what it tells you here is how much fill I have to bring into each individual site. So say I did this for all 50 hoses, I'd have a list of all 50 hoses. So I know how much fill I need to bring in to the whole site, to the whole subdivision, and how to dole it out. And more than that, I can do a report. So right over here it says make a report. So look at this report. I can give this report out to the contractors, right, who bring in the fill, and it tells them how much fill to bring to every site. You know, so they're trucking this in, dropping fill at every individual site, and then they grade it from there. So again, try to fathom how long this would take without
Those
this.
tools.
It would be forever. Okay, so let's go to another one. Okay, these are just really good tools.
Wait, hold on. Go back to that report.
Yep.
The EW3. Would you even touch it at that point?
EW3?
Yeah. To cut it. Would you even like cut it at that
No,
point?
you're not cutting it. It's only, most of these are just being filled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, at that point, it's not even worth touching it.
Yeah, no, you have to dump fill there and then they have to spread it out, grade it out. Okay, what's next? Okay, now we're done the volume tools. Let's see, okay, here we go. Analysis. These are really some good ones here. Okay, this one down.